All right. Okay. Here we are. Let me just turn on some music in the background, just so we could have something to play in the background. There we go. So, today's something. Hi Eugene, glad to hear how your brain has going. Haven't seen you in a while. I think doing good, you know? Oh my, I wonder if it'll break or not. Okay, it didn't broke. Cool. If I do that, okay, it's still working. Nice. And hey, Jordan, how have you been, buddy? Glad to have you here. So. Today we're going to do something that usually you don't really see being done, actually. So I'm going to make environmental art, and the environmental design. So basically, we're going to use a 3D app called Manga, right? So it's mangaka as in the person who draws mangas, right? Thank you for the hearts. I was in a 1-month training arc. Oh, what were you training for? And yeah, basically the thing is going to be rather, it's going to be something you might not really expect from the thing to even be going on. But yeah, I have a bunch of packages for it. There's also a lot of other things you can do, right? And yeah, this is just basically what I'm planning on doing. What's that software you're using, please? Mangaka. The software is called Mangaka. It's very useful for making environmental arts, but you can also plan out things for your illustrations, just generally, I'm going to make the scene a bit bigger. There we go. Just so I would have a bit better plane here. So, okay. The thing is that what we are going to do to do in the environment today, I'm planning on making a Moriartha's clan village, right? So Moriartha's clan is the clan from Jupiter. It's the nomad clan from Jupiter that Devis belongs to. Right, so Devis comes from the clan of Jupiter and from the clan of Moriartha. That's why Devis Moriarty, because it's derivating from Moriartha, right? So it's like, Devis from the clan of Moriartha, right? So it's like derivation, like in actual last names, right? There were titles, there were no surnames, there were titles to the people. Then the titles turned into last names, and last names started to be more common as we go, right? So, basically we're going... Don't mind the software to be in Polish, please. So I have this, Fantasy, and stuff. So basically this way you'll be able to see how things are going, how they are looking, yada. Right, so this is exactly how it's going to look like. I'll be able to actually, put things in, make a scene, and then we'll be able to zoom in and shoot the screenshot for the background that I need. The thing is that, of course, I'm going to redraw everything. I'm going to draw on top of everything. So this is how it's going to look like, all right? Yeah. Building elements. I want a tent. I want a tent. Sate, sate, sate. Hmm. Hmm. There are like scenes that we can reference to. Also, the software, just I can tell you like, hey, the software is really cool because it is. The thing is that it might appear to be more how to say this? It might appear to be more problematic, right? Because all of the things that you're going to see here is going to be deeply connected with a like things that I've had to buy, right? There are packages that this software have. I don't really recommend packages like that. I wouldn't usually go for it, but whatever works, right? Yeah, you can actually mix and match those things. So this is like the ground. If we expand things a little, they are going to be like dunes and stuff. So that's good for us. But yeah. For now I'm going to take that and I'm going to... Nah, not this. What was it? It was Q. Hell yeah! There you go. And I want to, take the two of these and do something like that. Perfect. Brilliant. And actually I could mark all four, and actually expand all 4 elements, then all 8, and make this even bigger. And basically, I'm saying basically way too many times. But now we have like couple sections, right? So we can, it's like we can imagine that one section is going to be one like element, one building. So I'm thinking that this might be the center, so we can make like this element stretched out and this element stretched out like that. No. Okay. Yes. This one needs to be one more. There you go. So now we have like a center and we can now think about the construction of the building. So as I've mentioned, there are several packets. The packets are going to be very specific if you think about it. And yeah, so first things first, I have to say, like, show more or less where the shaman's building is going to be. Shaman is going to be like the main person that you're going to have, right? Shamans are going to... why is this one so messed up? I don't know. I don't understand. I'm scared. There we go. There we go. So it's very small, right? But it looks okay, right? Like, okay, this. There are some platforms. That was really bad voice crack. Oh my, so sorry. How about this one though? So I'm trying to figure out, the shaders are messed up, so now we know. I'm kind of trying to figure out how things can be, can be merging. Like, we need to figure out, like, people of the desert kind of structures. So I'm thinking like a lot of clothing and some raggedy wood. That should be perfect, right? So like, for example, we are going to have this, but I'm thinking about making an extension here, so building elements, and I want like a platform there, right? I want like a platform. So. No. Yeah. rotation is E. So that, now let's move it. Move it, move it, move it. And we can hide the things here, like we don't need to draw those. And we can just merge the thing here. Perfect. Just like that. Yep. And now we can place the stairs there. Maybe a bit different like this. Yes, but we need to expand this one. I still don't really remember. Like we want to actually, I still don't remember how to fully operate on this, but I'm doing my best, like, you know, remember some elements. There we go. But I'm thinking maybe like here, and then there. That's why I really like this software. It really allows you to like do whatever you want. I think those are wood. Those are not wooden. I think those are actually freaking stone. But whatever. What gives? What gives? I don't want doors. I just want the elements, and I want that. This portion is like a patio kind of thing. There, okay. I don't know what happened there, but cool. There we go. So like again, something like that. And now let's get, damn it, let's get not this, but nope. What was it? It was Q. Okay, I'm just dumb. There we go, like that. So basically we have like a building, right? Over here there's going to be like the shaman's speech giving kind of thing, if that makes sense. And over here I want like entrance down, if that makes sense. So that and this, okay. Bueno. So let's rotate that, make this slightly bigger. So those are going to be like the entrances to the chambers where Davis is going to be held, right? I'm already going to talk with terms like this because we already know what's the lore here. Like you've probably already seen, you know, how the things are looking. So that's that, and I'm going to go to the bases, take that, some expanding options here, here, here. I'm going to use that, and don't mind that, right? Like I can say to, you know, just don't mind this. In the end, what we are going to do is just going to be, you know, figuring things out much later. We might actually need to make this smaller, make a connection here, but I need a slope here, exactly in this element. Alrighty. Bueno. Perfect. So I'm saying on this only because we need like a view of the scene. So I'm just not going to really pay much attention to how all of it looks like. I can also build the scene just from those simple shapes here. But this is going to help me visualize things, right? So this is the center of the village. This is like going to be the biggest house because that's the shaman's house, right? Again, this is nomad social structures, so there has to be someone leading them, a shaman, right? I'm going to pour myself a glass of hope. No. Wall. And I need a wall that is going to like... See, I don't want like a normal house wall, right? I want to make like a construction for the village. Because like they are going to be, you know, separated, right? I believe that should work. Okay, but I want the wall to be much higher. No, that's going to be a dooley. Let's get that. 2. I think side like 2 should be enough. Damn it. No, I'm trying to do something because I believe. Hi Woolens, good to have you here. How are you playing? Who's going? I haven't seen you in a while, buddy. Where have you been? Like, I'm aware that you can merge those two. Somewhat. 3D, no. Those are objects. It's midnight for me, so I'll leave soon. It's alright, buddy, it's alright. There we go, merge. M for merge. No, fuck. There we go. Looks cool. What app is it? It's called Mangaka. Like Manga and KA, like the manga creator. The app was generally made for people who are making comic books, mangas and stuff to, you know, accustom the, you know, their needs. To make references like I do. Mangaka? Mangaka. M-A-N-G-A-K-A. It's on free for mobile. You know what? I don't even think there is a mobile version for it. The app was has to be bought on Steam, and elements like the ones I'm using right now need to be bought as add-ons to the app. Otherwise you just have the basic stuff. So the app can turn out to be quite costly if you want everything. You know, I was just lucky to buy it, you know. Quite soon. Working hard through, boy. Yeah. Keep going. Thank you, Lance. And hey, you too, right? I think actually I'm making a mistake by making it, you know, rounded like that. I think it should be raggedy most likely. And not, you know, like rigid like this. But I guess I can mix and match it. Like some elements are going to be nice and twisted, some are going to be, you know, just clanked all together. Yeah, we need to do it like that. Alright. Already looking peak. Oh my. Are you trying to imagine the scene? So basically, this is going to be the scene for, well, at least some kind of reference for the Moriarty's village from my manga. Basically, you know, we are really close to show the entire village. It's going to be a bit more difficult to really, you know, show through a couple elements and draw it, especially, you know, without imagination. So I need to at least some kind of simple visualization that I can use. You know? There we go. So it's like, yeah, that looks like bunch of wild people have made it. Okay, anything like this, and we need to just build it. Perfect. Bueno. So basically the scene is going to like just portray things. Hope you've taken a break and drank some water. Yep. To be fair, now I'm streaming a bit less. I'm trying to make at least 2 days off in a week. I mean, at least max 2 days off. Like, I want to have some days off from streaming, at least for now, because I don't really feel well. Well, I'm slowly starting to, you know, gain strength. So that's that. And basically, yeah. I've noticed that with those breaks, I'm feeling way refreshed for some reason. I think more streams were also causing, you know, some pretty bad stuff from me. I'm going to go to bed now, super tired because it's 1 AM. It's alright, buddy, it's alright, sleep well. And hey, it's weekend, right? Take care, buddy. Rest well. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Yep. So for that, I'm thinking like it might be some kind of like a Tori kind of thing. If only I knew I was streaming earlier, I couldn't stay longer. Anyway, bye now. Could stay longer. Oh my. Bye bye. Take care. By the way, I think that only shows how much deconstruction from simple shapes can help you. Just, you know, making Tori out of only simple shapes. Perfect. So you have the entrance, so now we see how the entrance is going to look like. We have the main building, which is like in the middle of everything. And here's the thing, over here, like over here in front of the main house, I want a huge campfire. Ooh, there are also like Arabian buildings. That actually rocks. But those are... Those are for huge cities. But I see what we can do now. Yeah, I see the things. Bueno. There are even Egyptian buildings, and I think Egyptians should have... No, okay. Whatever then. Camps, there we go. Yeah, boy. We got it. That's exactly what I needed. So now I need this entire thing to be like, that. Right? No. I need this to be way bigger. Like that. But then the people are going to be small compared to it. Oh my. Oh my, oh my, what we do? Where are they? Nah, they shouldn't. Like, I think people would be in the size of that. They are just going to be, some boulders. Like that? Okay. I need these to be slightly bigger. Bueno. And just some additional, like for each square, like maybe try to fit random amount of these. Of course, like we don't want to overpopulate the thing, right? It's a nomad clan, so I don't think they would give out too much offspring. Especially, they're like just clan of some animalistic like people, right? They just live to fight, and that's that thing. Like here, 5. Actually, I think we can try to. Hi Muto, glad to have you here. How are your brain has going? I'm tired. Oh my. Hi, oh well. Sorry. Hi, tired. Glad to have you here. How are you? Hope it has gone. Silly. What are you doing? I'm planning out Village of Moriarty. I see. Yeah. I want to, just make... I want to make like a, nomad village kind of thing. Okay. I think over here there are going to be like, you know, meat hanging things. I want a chinchilla. Aww. Chinchillas are cute. They're very cute. Yeah. My friend used to have a chinchilla. It really liked to climb on people. Not as cute as you. Oh, oh my. I love you too, baby. I love you too. I love you too, baby. I love you too. This is interesting. Yeah. You know, just making things like rocky formations and stuff. It's a desert, right? You need to plan out things. Yeah, it's, you know, especially that I don't have an imagination. So I kind of need to, you know, figure out how I want things to be and look like. So I need to know, like, oh, okay, so this is a village. The village is, you know, on a desert kind of thing. So I kind of need to figure out stuff, basically. Also, yeah. The doll is not haunted? Okay. Good. Oh my. No movement? I mean, usually it needs a moment before it starts moving, you know? No smells? Okay. That's good. If there are no smells, then that's good. Is there a cacti? Also, cinnamon buns cookies are good. Ooh. Me like. So small. Yeah. I don't know why it generated it so small, but whatever. Some things are going to appear small. Much smaller than they should. I have lots of energy. Weren't you tired? I got a energy drink. Nice. We're kind of detailing things now, because like, okay, we can zoom out and you can see that it actually has a structure, right? Like, oh, okay, so it's like a camp. It just looks like a camp. This is exactly what we wanted, right? And then we zoom in and we can do things like that, right? We can zoom in and do shots like this. And now we see how it all is going to look like, right? Like, okay, so we now going to have a scene in that point, right? Like, so we need that like front, like a close-up on the front. So we just do this, scene done. This is why I really like working with 3D, because the 3D on that section allows you for a lot of like, you know, different, like, you know, changes, differentials and stuff. You know, like, it really allows you to make your plan pop up a little bit better. There, and it's a desert, so they don't really much vegetables, or at least not much beyond what they, you know, what they can get from like travelers and stuff. So where I live. Oh my. But I like deserts. I really like deserts. I don't. Oh. I guess it's because I live in a very cold country I mean, soon soon I should be hit with freaking minus 15 degrees Celsius mid of the day. And now imagine how cold it's going to be in a freaking night when that's going to hit. I want environment. Nature, that, okay, and I want like walked through area here, like often walked through area. And you can see that the more we are adding, the more we can see things. And that's actually really good for us. Like the more opportunities we have, right? That's that. Yeah. And yeah. So basically I'm streaming today. I was planning not to stream, but actually, you know, I've had the I've overslept, right? I've overslept yesterday, so I felt like I need to, you know, work this thing out. Get something. You are not streaming? Yes, tomorrow I'm not streaming, that's true. That's like my maintenance day. I need to do a couple things and I want to chill out, like really chill out, you know? Hell yeah. Just look at that. That's some good looking winner. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. So basically now if I want to like, oh okay, so we have that, chill out with your girlfriend, of course with my girlfriend. Who else I would chill out with? So Zega. Chill out with Zega. True. I could chill out with Zega. Zega is a chill guy. Hi unknown person, got over here, how your brain has going? How have you been, buddy? I'm actually thinking with or without this. Without. That looks much better. Yep. So I'm kind of trying to figure out what shots I'm going to use and where I would need details, but I guess the more like later on we might actually add more things. I'm playing Minecraft. Nice. And yeah. Some idiot is constantly trying to send me files via Bluetooth. So many times I have my freaking like so many times. It's been like 12th time this month that I've just randomly in my house received the thing, and I'm constantly declining this. The guy really has no idea, like, hey, actually, that might not be the phone I want to send to. Or someone is trying to do this on purpose. Might be. That's weird. Yeah. And those are, it's not like those are like actual things, right? It's not like those are like, okay, I really like those views. No matter now where you stand, there are things that are giving life to the village. God damn! Like, even here? Yeah, just look at that. Like that. And you could even make like a scene here that people are talking, and you still have like some village life happening in the background. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Nice. I'm also thinking about making like a thing that, right, if I zoom down here, right, there's going to be like, you know, an additional thing where there's going to be the chamber where Davis is going to be held up in. But I think I'm going to like skip on that. After all, it's not going to be really that huge. It's just a room that is like half sphere, and inside there's just an obelisk where Davis is pinned to. So that's that. Yeah, that's that. That's exactly what I wanted to do. I was expecting this to be longer, you know? And now we are going to have like this view like this. There's going to be like Davis and the shaman standing here, right? Then we are going to have a view like this to show the people, right? There, like that, to show like, you know, common folk here. Some close-ups on faces, but actually when you are doing things in a huge close-up or you make like fighting scenes, you don't want to draw the backgrounds. This is something that I've understood after reading couple mangas, especially Bleach's mangas. You want to, when you are slowing down pace, you can give the backgrounds because then people are like more comprehensive, but it's like fast pace, right? Quite often people are zooming their eyes through, so it's also going to be more of a waste of time, and it's going to have less focus on, it's going to give less focus on characters if there's going to be the background. You want to focus only on the things that are important for the scene. If it's a fighting scene, you just want to draw the characters. That's why first couple panels don't have any background, because it's fast-paced scene. Like all of that is like just, you know, fighting, right? I'm trying to figure out this. Is there anything else that I want to add here? Also, I can change the light position. Mm. He's eating my cookies. Why is your brother eating your cookies? I don't know. Oh my. Yeah. I tell him there are mines. Oh my, oh my. And to be fair, we can do some trickery. There. So now we are making the terrain uneven, which is going to add even more naturality to the terrain. Mhm. I'm going to find them. No. No. My cookies. Oh my. Okay. Yeah, so now we have a little bit more uneven terrain, which is going to give off the natural aspect that it's sand, right? So sand is uneven. You can't have like flat terrain made out of sand. So that's that. Yeah. Brilliant, brilliant. I think that's the... I really think that this is it. And that's only 1 hour of stream. What we do? Do we want to talk for like 30 minutes or do we call it a day? You play Minecraft with me? I can. The question is, do we end the stream? I think we can end the stream. It's Friday, a lot of people are tired after schools. Yeah. And I have to say, this turned out really good. Like, it doesn't look much, but if we start using it, like, here's the thing, if you start looking at the scene from the perspective how it's actually going to be viewed most of the time, you can see that it's actually looking alive. It actually looks like it's a village, right? The uneven terrain, some rock formations, the entrance, right? There's everything here. That's really good. That's really cool. Yeah. Alrighty. So, folks, even though this stream has been shorter than usually, I've had fun. We've made a huge step, actually. This is, I have to say, this is like a really huge step. And yeah, so. Muto, thank you so much for being active in the chat on Twitch. Eugene, Woolens, and Anon, thank you so much for being active on YouTube. And folks, stay creative and I hope to see you all in the next one. Take care and bye.